Shalom, shalom, it's the brother Kadash. I want to start off by giving our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, great millstone. Peace, blessings, honors to all the brothers in this truth. This is going in on the oil slash gas. Gas prices going up and there's a shortage on it, and we're just at the beginning. It's finna get way, way worse, and a lot of things that go untalked about is how these gas shortages could cause famines around the world. A lot of people just think, well, if I don't have gas in my car, then I won't have to go nowhere. Or, maybe I get a motorcycle, or maybe I get something that runs off electric. All the Tesla owners is sitting back, with big grins on their face, smiles on their face, kind of sitting back like, well, my car runs off electric, and then some people like, well, I'll just walk to the store and get what I need and stuff like that. But what you don't understand is everything that you have in your city, and I know this personally for a fact because, I drive trucks myself, CDL, the big rigs. So what you got to understand is everything that you have in your city comes by the way of the big rigs. I mean, even from the street material. I mean, the metal, the rebar that goes into the streets, your bridges that's made out of metal, steel, all that stuff is brung in by trucks. Everything at your grocery store, at Walmart, CVS, Target, your malls, everything came in by trucks. The bigger trucks bring them to the warehouses and, the centers and stuff like that. And then you have smaller trucks that bring them to, your mom and pop stores. And then you still have the big trucks that come to Walmart. I mean, even your gas to your gas station comes by the way of trucks. You see the big gas truck with the big container pull up and it's pumping all the gas into the ground, into the containers that's in the ground in order for you to pump gas. So everything comes to your city by the way of trucks, But when there's a oil shortage and a gas shortage and your trucks run on diesel, and they can't get gas or the gas prices go up to them, and a lot of trucking companies go out of business, and there's already a shortage on employees. There's always been a shortage on truck drivers, employees, right? So when that happens and no trucks are delivering and picking up these things because they can't afford the gas or there's a shortage on gas, guess what that means? Famines for your city. No groceries coming in, no clothes, no tissue. Any essential thing is not coming in because the trucks can't get there because they don't have gas. So a lot of you people are going out there and y'all kind of getting all the gas you can. But what you don't understand, what that's going to do is that's going to cause the gas shortage to come even quicker and come even harder. And that's going to cause famines of food and everything like that. So this could be it. We're going to see. Let's let this play.
Today, just over 200 years later, there are 7 billion people on Earth. And this population surge was made possible by the energy that fueled an industrial revolution.
Power, oil, gas, petroleum, everything in modern life runs on it. People don't realize just how much is essentially made from oil. It's not just your gas, it's fertilizers, pesticides, plastics, clothing. If the supply shrinks, if you take it away, everything begins to collapse.
Yep, and that's another side of it. The things, just the equipment that makes, your plastic and your containers and stuff like that, they run on gas too. So you got to have gas for those things to run on, a lot of times. Sometimes electric and sometimes gas. And a lot of electric systems also runs off gas, so yeah.
There probably isn't a product in the supermarket that doesn't have petroleum in it somewhere. Petroleum is just central to every aspect of our lives.
While demand for oil is ever increasing, many believe that the supply of this finite resource has already peaked and will soon drop off rapidly.
The scary thing is that peak oil is here now.
Yep.
According to OPEC, the world's proven reserves are estimated to hold 1.5 trillion barrels of crude oil, while global consumption is over 85 million barrels a day and rising.
countries are becoming industrial nations. More and more countries are using power in ways that they've never used them before.
Yep. More and more people.
Right now, we are withdrawing petroleum from the ground, consuming it 3 times the rate of it's being discovered.
In the face of this frightening math, pressure is mounting to increase oil output and keep up with soaring demand, no matter the economic and environmental cost.
It's a scary situation. 9 out of the 21 major oil fields are already declining in terms of production.
Yep.
Studies
The pandemic helped with that too. Shortage of employees
shown that most
and production.
of the easy to get to oil has already been gotten out. The oil that's left is the tough to get stuff.
What will happen to life on Earth as runaway population growth consumes more and more of the available energy supply?
The minute population continues to grow and production stops, whatever that surplus population is, must die.
Without oil, huge swamps.
Hey, and that's Esau's plan too. Esau's plan is to depopulate, but that's the Lord's plan too. The Lord's plan is to depopulate too.
So the planet will fall into starvation.
It's estimated that it takes 10 units of energy, mainly from petroleum, to produce 1 unit of food energy on your dinner plate. It just indicates that every bit of our food supply is dependent on petroleum. If you don't have gasoline, you can't get food from the farms into the stores. And so the food rots on the farms, and people, they're starving. I mean, that sort of thing multiplied 1 million times over is the kind of problem you have in the shortage of petroleum. We cannot support our present population in the long term. We don't have the energy resources. We don't have the food resources. We've planned our society into a dead end.
You gotta listen to him. He's speaking truth.
History tells us every empire that has ever existed has fallen.
Yep.
Something brings their reign of power to an end.
The Lord.
Is oil going to be what brings our civilization down?
As the peak oil crisis threatens to bring on societal collapse and starvation, Peggy Layton has taken the necessary precautions to ensure her family's survival.
Which she feels like it's going to ensure it, but we'll see. Matthew chapter 24, verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall arise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines. Famines. Meaning not just food famines, water famines, gas famines, famine of the word, tissue famines, all product famines, and pesticides, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And what are we going through right now? Everybody's posting all the memes and people are afraid. And, you pull up to the gas station. Literally, I did this today. You pull up to the gas station. They got the yellow bag, meaning saying closed or out of service on some of the pumps. You see a lot of people at the gas station kind of staring at you, looking around to see how much gas you're getting. Yeah, man. We've been trying to warn y'all, but hey, once again, verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. So we going to see salvation to the elect. Shalom.